If you take a look at the Azerbaijani flag, you will see it in many places in Baku. It has a visually peaceful and elegant design. It has 3 horizontal stripes with a crescent and star in the center. The blue color represents Turkishness, the green represents Islam, and the red represents civilization and peace. In Baku, Azerbaijani flags are often displayed alongside the Turkish flag. Azerbaijanis really love Turks. You will also see many families with children in Azerbaijan. Azerbaijani people give their children both Caucasian and Muslim names. Popular girl names include Mihriban, Nigar, Elnur, and Sevda. The most common boys' names are Ali, Yusuf, Omer, and Raul. When you are in Azerbaijan, you will clearly feel that it is one of the safest Muslim countries. In the capital city of Baku, there is almost no chance of crime or anything bad happening to you. Police patrol many important points in Baku. If they come across a crime, they are ready to intervene immediately. As long as you don't provoke the Azerbaijani people, no one will bother you. Even women can safely walk alone at night in Baku without encountering any trouble. The only issue that makes the Azerbaijani people angry is the Armenian issue. Azerbaijanis are absolutely intolerant of Armenians. The two peoples have been in an armed conflict for more than 30 years. Because of this conflict, many Azerbaijani citizens have suffered and lost relatives. Never talk about politics with them, especially regarding Armenia. Similarly, in Armenia, don't tell them you're Azerbaijani, and don't defend Azerbaijan. Both nations hate each other. If you avoid politics, however, the people of Azerbaijan are very hospitable and friendly to outsiders visiting their country. You won't experience any racism or theft while you're there. In Baku, the capital city, you are unlikely to encounter a single beggar. The people are not very wealthy, but they do not consider begging honorable. Even people in very bad economic situations try to make a living by selling simple items, such as handkerchiefs. Currently, the minimum monthly wage in Azerbaijan is 400 manat. According to an announcement by President Ilham Aliyev on the official state website, no business in the country can employ a worker for less than 400 manat. 400 manat is equivalent to 200 euros per month, which is extremely low compared to international salaries. However, when we spoke with shopkeepers, they said that almost no one works for the minimum wage. According to online sources, the average salary in Azerbaijan is now 1,000 manats, a 10% increase from last year. This is around 500 euros. For example, in Baku, we went to a well-known doner shop and had doner kebab. The senior waiter who served us said he earns 600 euros per month. He said that average salaries in the country range from 500 to 1,000 euros. By the way, the doner kebab is quite delicious, and you can eat there for 6 euros. Some locals find these salaries insufficient. They are right about this. Housing rents in Baku are extremely expensive. For example, the monthly rent for an average apartment in the capital is between 800 and 1,500 manat. In other words, you need to spend 400 to 500 euros on an apartment in Baku. At this price, it becomes difficult for a single employee to afford an apartment. Employees have to spend more than half of their salaries on rent. Due to the lack of job opportunities in Baku, many Azerbaijanis migrate to Iran, Turkey, and Russia to find work. Now, let's look at the prices of a few staples in Baku grocery stores. For example, cheeses that weigh an average of half a kilogram in the country are sold for between 8 and 10 manat, or about 5 euros. Vacuum-packed processed cheeses can cost as little as 2 to 3 euros. You can buy a beer for an average of 5 manat or 2 euros. One small bottle of water costs half a manat. Prices for packages of heat-treated meat products range from 4 to 10 manat. The price per kilogram of products such as bananas and oranges is about 4 manat or 2 euros. Russian vodka at the supermarket costs between 10 and 30 manat per bottle. Even worse, most of the people you see on the streets are struggling to find jobs. This is because job opportunities in Azerbaijan are limited. The country is only 35 years old and is still developing. In a developing country like this one, it is not yet able to create enough jobs. While young men commonly work in service sectors such as waiting tables, older men try to earn money by driving taxis. According to taxi drivers, their biggest source of income is Arab tourists. They say that if Arab tourists do not come, they will face great economic difficulties. Women try to find jobs in restaurants, perfume shops, cafes, and tourist agencies on Nizami Street. As you walk down Nizami Street, you will often see men and women approaching you to try to sell you something. Most of these people are selling city tour packages. There are also people who want to make money from street monkeys. They put the monkeys on your lap and ask for 10 euros for 5 minutes of petting or taking photos with the monkey. There is no ban on the commercial marketing of animals in Azerbaijan because the police do not get involved. Interestingly, Azerbaijan is a country with natural gas and oil reserves. There are even famous oil and gas brands such as Sokar. Moreover, the population is not very dense. Shouldn't every citizen of a country with 10 million people and rich oil and gas reserves be wealthy? Citizens of other oil-rich countries such as Qatar, Kuwait, and the United Arab Emirates, which have similar populations, are extremely wealthy. Because of this, Arabs are respected and honored all over the world. They can travel freely and luxuriously all over the world. Even European countries no longer require visas from them. These oil-rich countries with small populations have high-status passports and live ultra-luxurious lives. Azerbaijan is known as the land of fire because of its abundant natural gas and oil. However, there is another reason why it is called the land of fire. In the past, Azerbaijani society was Zoroastrian and worshipped fire. In the mountainous regions of the country, there are flames that have burned unabated for thousands of years. These natural gas chimneys and oil seeps are the biggest proof that the country's territory is bursting with wealth. However, if you examine an Azerbaijani passport, you will see that its value is extremely low for a country rich in natural gas and oil. Currently, Azerbaijani citizens can travel to only 34 countries without a visa, and 49 countries offer electronic visas upon arrival. 112 countries require Azerbaijani citizens to apply for a visa. These countries include popular destinations such as European countries, the United States, and the United Kingdom. Without a visa, Azerbaijani citizens can only travel to neighboring countries such as Russia, Georgia, Turkey, and Iran. Now, let's take a break from discussing life in Azerbaijan and focus on what to eat in Baku. Some traditional dishes you can taste in Baku are lula kebab, dolma, Baku salad, meat and rice dishes, and a type of bread called chorek. While we were there, we sat in a traditional restaurant and ordered some of these dishes. For the kebabs and meat dishes, they only use lamb. They don't use a mixture of meat from different animals. This may be a very tasty choice for some people. However, some people don't like lamb because of its strong odor. The stuffed leaves are juicy, and the stuffing is made with lamb meat instead of rice. Their dishes are tasty, but they combine almost all of them with red meat. This may disappoint those who don't like meat. For 2 people, they charge 70 manat, which is about 35 euros. I think these prices are normal for an average of 4 main courses. Moreover, traditional restaurants offer live music to entertain you. Therefore, Azerbaijan will satisfy you in terms of both taste and price. The easiest place to find traditional restaurants in Baku is the Old City. It is located at the end of Nizami Street in a hilly area called İçeri Şehir. So don't think of Baku as just a modern city. The Old City district is home to important Azerbaijani sites, including mosques, inns, fortress walls, and palaces. It's a must-visit area for tourists. The businesses in the Old City are willing to host you, and the people are really friendly. They won't try to scam you, they just want to provide tourist services. Some will offer you sweets from their shops and sell them to you. Others will charge you 5 euros to take a photo with them in traditional clothing. The historical monuments in the Old City are usually shades of yellow and made of stone. This special area also has an architectural wonder called the Maiden's Tower, the oldest and most valuable structure in Baku still standing. There are wonderful spots in the Old City where tourists like to take pictures. The area is very clean, and tourists should definitely visit. The only thing I don't like about the old town is that cars can enter it. This prevents you from fully immersing yourself in the atmosphere while exploring and spoils your enjoyment. You can also easily observe Azerbaijan's famous burning flame architecture in the Old City. The flame towers are built on one of the highest points in Baku and can be seen from the Old City and other parts of the city. Consisting of 3 towers, the flame towers are the most iconic symbols of Baku and Azerbaijan. Construction of this landmark was completed in 2013 at a cost of 400 million euros. If you visit Baku at night, you should definitely watch the colorful flame tower light shows. If you're tired of the crowded city atmosphere and want some fresh air, Baku has you covered. There is a place called Baku Boulevard in the southern part of the city where you can walk along the coastal road for 4 kilometers. If walking is too tiring, there is also a bicycle path along the coast. These bike paths are full of cyclists and people on electric scooters at all hours of the day. In the evening, you can find people playing music, taking walks, and enjoying amusement park rides on the beach. You can also find shopping malls and an artificial Venice along this coastline. The city has created an artificial Venice for tourists. In this area, there is a pool filled with water where local people can take you around in boats. They charge 25 manet for a 20-minute tour. These tours are recommended for those who want a peaceful day. Apart from that, you can have fun however you like in Baku's Cafe District. This is where the most elite women and wealthy men in Azerbaijan spend time. You can enjoy quality food and beverages at a cafe. If you want to have fun, there are music stages set up in the alley behind the cafes at night to entertain the public. We attended one of these events and tried to understand the rhythm of the scene. There were a lot of young people who were there to have fun. Everyone seemed very friendly, energetic, and open to meeting new people. Azerbaijani women especially looked well-groomed and beautiful, even in their everyday clothes. If you're feeling lonely, you can try finding friends in social spaces like these in Baku. I'm sure you'll find people willing to talk to you. Of course, you should take care of yourself a little bit for this. Also, places frequented by wealthy individuals are filled with extremely luxurious cars. Judging by the crowds gathered in the square, such street events are clearly popular in Baku. Stylish, well-groomed people of all ages flock to music venues looking for fun and stress relief. Most of these people are between 18 and 40 years old. In Baku, it's not only the tourist attractions that attract your attention, but also the city's roads. In the city center, wide multi-lane roads have been built, allowing hundreds of vehicles to pass on one road at a time. However, the city lacks traffic culture regarding the use of cars. In fact, if you stroll on Baku's main streets, you will often hear honking horns. People have little tolerance for each other and no patience for waiting. Everyone wants to move quickly and honks at the cars in front of them. Similarly, drivers are not very respectful of pedestrians and drive aggressively. If there is no traffic light at a crosswalk, many drivers do not stop to let pedestrians cross. As a pedestrian, you have to wait for fewer cars before crossing the road. Drivers also often try to pass each other. Between the airport and the city center of Baku, taxi drivers often honk their horns and drive right up to the vehicles in front of them. A similar situation occurred in Tbilisi, Georgia, where locals were driving recklessly. Apart from private cars, you can reach your destinations in Baku with these colorful buses. What struck me about both the municipal buses and the private cars is how many Chinese brand cars there are on the road. It seems that Chinese car brands care about and have expanded their market in Azerbaijan. Almost all of the new vehicles on the road are Chinese brands. These vehicles are both inexpensive and luxurious. The most common Chinese brand vehicle I saw in Baku was made by BYD. Another transportation option in Baku is the metro system. In my opinion, every city with a population over 1 million should have a metro system. They relieve traffic to a great extent. The Baku subway system runs completely underground. In other words, it is not like the rail systems in Balkan countries that run above ground. The Baku subway provides fast, uninterrupted service underground. In places like the subway, Azerbaijani men always give up their seats for women. Women have priority on public transportation, and men stand up to give them their seats. Additionally, if you want to flirt with an Azerbaijani woman, the man must pay the bill. You can buy single-use metro cards from the city center for only 2 manat or €1. Taking the metro from the city center to the Haydar Aliyev Cultural Center and back will cost you only €2. That's much cheaper than taking a taxi. This museum is another iconic symbol of Baku and Azerbaijan. This museum exhibits the country's classical values. In contrast, taxis charge 30 manats from the city center to the airport. That's equivalent to €15, which is expensive. However, if you bargain, they may agree to take you 25 kilometers for 25 manat. I think the Baku metro should be extended to the airport. There are many more things to discuss about Baku and Azerbaijan. For now, though, I think this will suffice. See you in the next video.